Business owners who don't tell their story are 92% more likely to fail in the first 2 years. Attention grabbing maybe, but does this approach say the right thing about my brand? Hello, I'm Hilary Solzman and welcome to the Everyday Storyteller, a daily podcast for women with something to say. Now, before you start panicking, that stat is entirely made up. I've got no idea how likely your business is to succeed, storytelling or otherwise. I do know though, as a founder myself, sharing my story has really helped me build an engaged audience. And as a result, I've created some really solid connections, many of which have converted to sales. And experience shows me that this success has been replicated across almost every business I've worked with. But still, I'm not going to start telling you if you don't do it that you're failing. As well as being inaccurate, it goes completely against my values, and I'm sure as anything, it wouldn't align with your values either. Fear is a potent emotion, and as such, should be used incredibly wisely in your storytelling. Scaremongering, clickbait, trying to frighten your audience into doing something sends an unmistakable message about who you are and what your brand stands for. I'm guessing that most of you, if not all of you, don't want to be seen in that negative light. So here's an alternative approach, which I think sends all the right vibes. Firstly, take the time to understand what your customers are afraid of. Dig beyond the surface. For example, many of the people I work with will tell me they don't have time to think about their story, when what they really mean is they're fearful of their story. They're too scared to think about it because that would mean eventually they'll have to tell it and they don't want to be judged or laughed at. Once you understand these fears, turn them on their head. Turn a negative into a positive by showing your clients an alternative reality where that fear no longer exists for them. Show them what life could look like for them then. And don't forget to show them how you help make that life a reality. And finally, share stories of where you've overcome similar fears, what you went on to do as a result and how it made you feel. Even better, share stories of how you've helped others do that through your work, your services or your products. There are many ways to tap into people's fears, but do it positively and people will get a nice clear message of what it is you stand for, the type of person that they might want to work with. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please leave a 5-star rating. This really helps other women discover the show so they can learn how to make their voices matter too. Thanks.